Y'all, I'm doing a very raw post, and I want this to go crazy because this is the side of rescuing animals and trying to save those who have been dumped. Dumped dogs that people just take out and dump. This is the side that sucks. So we have been searching for Sophie since April 12th, about an hour or so after she was dumped, because luckily we were able to find out that she was dumped. And I was notified because Sophie was supposed to come to me. Most people don't know this, but Sophie was supposed to come to One Happy House Farm in May to live out the rest of her life. Somebody had contacted me trying to help rehome her in February, and I said I was just full because she currently had a home, and the other dogs I had not had homes, and Duke had been basically starved to death, and I would try to help. I had called one senior rescue, and so I turned her away in February. I told him the Tuesday before she was dumped that I would take her in May and she would come and live out the rest of her life with me, because I was going to apply for nonprofit status because, one, financially we just keep taking on more, and then they have medical issues, and so we're going to apply for nonprofit. And I'm sorry, but I want to do this raw because I don't want to have my composure, because I want people who dump dogs to know the horrible things these dogs go through, wandering days without possible food, getting hit by cars and laying there while people are working their asses off trying to save them. I mean, I put in hours, other people put in hours trying to save her. Drove for hours, went without sleep. And she was going to come to my home. That was where she was coming once we found her to live out her life. To One Happy House Farm. Sophie won't go without me fighting for things. I'm going to go nonprofit. Hopefully we're applying for that. We're applying for the zoning commission. We're doing the paperwork to go in front of them to get zoned to be able to be doing nonprofit rescue. And then we will apply for the nonprofit status. And I will have traps, and I will have everything I need at my disposal. I will raise money to do all that kind of stuff, because we won't let her... No, this has put a drive in me now that's not going to stop. It's put a drive in me to be able to help faster to catch these dogs. When you can. I mean, she was a runner and she was in flight mode. She was in flight mode probably pretty much from the time she was dumped. I'm so freaking mad right now. 3 days after I tell him I'm going to take her in May. All the rest of the dogs at my house, besides one, are either products of one that's been dumped, or ones that have dumped, or ones that were basically left just to run the countryside with infected wounds in their heads and things. So I felt like she was okay till I could get her. Ooh, the curse words I want to say, but I'm trying not to right now. So y'all, this is the side that sucks of rescuing. And I'll be honest, this is the first one I've ever lost. This is the first one that I've tried to catch that I haven't caught. I mean, I tried to catch the Newfoundland that one day, but the owner showed up and I was on the verge of getting him probably into my car within an hour to an hour and a half. And I diligently worked alongside of others. And this is the side that... And you rescue so many that you do lose animals, after you take them in, and you go through a lot of deaths. A lot of deaths. I mean, we have lost a lot of pets that have become our family. Because they become our family immediately when I bring them home. So heartbroken and so pissed off. And again, this has put a drive in me to people who dump dogs. This has put a drive in me like no other to do something about this. And I know other people have this drive already, and I've always had the drive. But, you know, the whole time I was like, man, maybe she's still on Cart Road. Maybe what I'm thinking and the sightings and going with the fact, maybe I failed her somehow. And I just got the camera set up tonight, thinking, well, maybe she's coming back. Maybe she's going to come back. I mean, we were pretty positive she had left the road. But I was like, I'm going to put the cameras out. I just have to know in my heart that she's not still there somewhere. And just... maybe the ones weren't her. And I mean, we drove for hours after we get the sightings. We had 2 sightings on Friday that were her now. We know for sure they were her. I am taking her to get cremated. I know people have offered to help with stuff, though. Damn it. I have her with me, and she will go and get cremated and have a forever home now. She will forever be home at One Happy Ass Farm, where she would have come and had a wonderful life. I'm sorry that this is so raw, but I just felt like this needs to be seen, that this is what we go through. This is what we deal with. This is what we live with, the people who rescue. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks so bad. She won't die in vain. I will use this to help raise money to get my own traps to get more cameras to use, to hopefully grow the followers we have, to help us gain more access to sightings of animals. And I just want to thank everybody on all of our platforms that has supported us in the platforms that I never really posted much about it on. Sophie was a 10-year-old German Shepherd that we have been looking for since April 12th. I saw her the Saturday after she was dumped. I saw her the Sunday after she was dumped. We were fortunate to know her name, fortunate to know where she was dumped, to try to help us save her. And she was in flight mode pretty much right away. There was no being submissive with her. And you know what Sophie did? While I was looking for Sophie, I drove down a road, and there were some people trying to catch a dog. And I was like, are you trying to catch that dog? They said, yeah. I said, give me a second. I'll try to get her for you. Within a couple minutes, the dog licked my face and I had a leash on her. So because of Sophie, I helped that dog. So, Sophie girl, you saved another one, and now we're going to save him for Sophie. I am starting something, and that's going to be the name. We're saving him for Sophie. We're saving him for Sophie. Damn it. It sucks. Thank you all.